Court Uncut. What the people want.
In front of judge.
Yes, you're right.
Rationale eligibility.
So we were
24 CR 1185 is called for. Dale Mays, that's you, present with your attorney and the state's attorney. Can we waive a formal reading of this indictment and go by summary?
You can't, I guess.
In summary, this indictment alleges that on or about April 20th, 2024, Jefferson County, Texas, you committed a third-degree felony of evading arrest with intention of the motor vehicle. Paragraph 2 goes on to allege you have a conviction operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated on April 20th, 2018 in this criminal district court in cause number 16-24151. I believe paragraphs 1 and 2 being found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt would constitute a second-degree felony punishment of no less than 2, no more than 20 years confinement in prison and a fine up to $10,000. Do you understand what you're looking at? The agreement's been reached. You would be pleading guilty to paragraphs 1 and 2, sentenced to 15 years in prison. Is that your understanding of the plan?
Yes, sir.
If I follow this, you have no right of appeal. You understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this, guilty or not guilty?
Yep.
Pleading guilty voluntarily and because you are guilty.
Yes, sir.
Paragraph 2, the operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated, a third-degree felony. Is that true and correct as it is alleged? And are you pleading true and correct to that allegation voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Show you what's marked with State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document voluntarily? Understand it, discuss it with your attorney, or the contents all true and correct?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence.
No objection.
Without objection, admitted. Among other things, this states you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You've read it. You were guilty of the crime charged and any lesser included offenses. You were giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. Totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All true, so help you God.
Okay.
State's Exhibit 1 is part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is waived.
Please, Your Honor.
I will follow this agreement, find you are pleading guilty and true to paragraphs 1 and 2 respectively, voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. There is sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea. State's Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And once again, do you plead guilty to this evading arrest and detention charge as alleged in paragraph 1?
Yes, sir.
And is this true and correct that you were finally convicted of operating a motor vehicle in a public place while intoxicated, a third-degree felony in 2018 in this court as alleged in paragraph 2? I find then this is, you are guilty and it is true, paragraphs 1 and 2 respectively, which constitute second-degree felony punishment. I am of no less than 2, no more than 20 years confinement. This agreement is you would be pleading guilty and sentenced to 15 years in prison. I hereby find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of paragraphs 1 and 2, second-degree felony punishment. Following the agreement, you were hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 15 years. Do you understand what has happened today?
Yes, sir.
That is all. Please bring the jury in. We'll be at the jail.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, thank you for your patience. I've got good news and bad news. The good news is that I don't know what it is about your demeanor, but the defendant pleaded guilty this morning and was sentenced to 15 years in prison. So that will take care of your obligations as jurors. The bad news is you don't get to sit in, go through a jury trial, which those of you who have been jurors before know it's a rewarding experience to see real life. And I always like that because people always say, this isn't anything like television or the movies. This is real. And I've learned something about the way it actually works. And I regret that not happening, but this disposes of a case and we will go to the next situation. We are the 22nd largest county with the 16th highest crime rate in the state. It's not anything we're all proud about. It is a work in progress, but it's fighting a fire. We're all fighting the fire. Everybody's holding the hose and dealing with it as vigorously as we can. We cannot get anything done, though, without jurors. Your time was not wasted. This was an important case that became a disposed case and a conviction, which was the appropriate method under the facts as I know them that should be done. The defendant thought about it overnight and decided to accept responsibility. So hopefully there will be another time that we can all meet together and be a part of what the Constitution is all about. Very first part, we the people of the United States and looking to form a more perfect union with one, establish justice. And they were thinking about you and what we do in this arena every day. So how important is jury duty? It's the very foremost obligation that was placed into the Constitution when we formed this country. So it is important. But we can't get anything done without citizens ready, willing, and able to serve. Ellie has,
No, but I can.
Ellie's,
We'll walk them over there.
okay, well, Ellie's going to escort you if you need to get something in writing for work or school or other purposes that show you were here. In just we're going to release the lawyers and you might want to, they're going to come out, they're going to want to, they may want to talk to you. And you can ask them questions because there's some things I don't even know about what happened overnight. But we're going to move forward. We've got thousands of other cases to handle, fires to fight, and we're going to keep fighting the good fight for you. I hope to have the honor to work with you in the future, but until then, may God continue to bless Jefferson County and her citizens. And you are excused. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more crazy court hearings like this one.